Dragon, Dragon, Dragon TV. Welcome everyone to the first ever episode of the 2021 to 2022 season of Dragon TV. For those unaware, Dragon TV is a TV show developed by the students in the media journalism class here at CCHS. I'm so excited to share some of the first ever segments created by a handful of our staff. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Since 8th grade, Carrie Beloga has been leaving her mark on the world of cross-country and track and field. In early December, she placed an impressive 4th at the National Cross-Country Championships in San Diego. Congratulations on our All-American who finished the tough 5K race in 17 minutes and 29 seconds. Poetry Out Loud is a national arts education program that encourages the study of great poetry and offers a dynamic recitation competition to high schools across the country. In December, CCHS seniors Aero Yarmis and Cyrus Serpajeshkan tied for first place at the school-wide competition. Both students will now compete at the regional competition, which will be held virtually and live-streamed on February 26th and 27th. On behalf of CCHS, we wish Ariel and Cyrus the best of luck. NSMUS All-State Festival is an annual concert and large event in the world of music that showcases some of the best musicians in New York. Myself and Sam Wozniak had the privilege of attending and performing after receiving perfect scores on our NSMUS solos. Although the festival may be over now, Sam and I cannot wait to see what's in store for us in the world of music. A diverse student population makes for a more dynamic, rewarding, and interesting school experience. But sometimes we don't have the opportunity to recognize and celebrate these cultures. So wouldn't it be great to discover all the cultures that exist here at CCHS? Well, in this segment, Dragon TV reporter Mia Petrucci decided to highlight one of the many cultures represented here at CCHS.
Luckily for us, we have our own Sri Lankan student D, who is in the graduating class of 2022. I was given the chance to learn a little bit about his culture.
My whole name is Duina, and my nickname is D. Yes, so Duina means shining face in my culture. So I'm Sri Lankan, and I'm a Buddhist. In Buddhism, most people in Sri Lanka are Buddhists, and Buddhism is it's like a way of life, not really a religion where you're told to follow these certain rules. So there's this thing called the 5 precepts, and you got don't harm people, don't drink alcohol, or don't participate in sexual misconduct, certain things like that to keep your way of life pure. My favorite holiday is obviously Arudu, which is on April 13th and 14th, and it's basically a day full of games, and where all the kids in the neighborhood just get together and we participate in certain games like smashing the pot with a blindfold on, and all the people that are all your elders give you money that day as a gift for you, and it's definitely one of my favorite holidays. I 100% think that because when you get together with your family, there's nothing better to do than just eat at a table and just talk about life and how things are new with you, and it's great catching up with your family members. So from where I'm from, we do not believe in Halloween or Thanksgiving, and only Christians believe in Christmas from where I'm from. So when I came to America, all those things were new to me. My favorite aspect of my culture is definitely how close I am with my family and how my culture brings my family together on all the holidays.
Thank you, Mia. It was definitely interesting to learn a bit about Sri Lanka and to hear from our friend D. When the holidays roll around, there's one thing that always comes to mind: Tchaikovsky's iconic Nutcracker. But have you ever wondered how much time and effort is put into developing a show such as the Nutcracker? In this next segment, I am proud to share how my studio, Hudson Valley Conservatory, prepares for its annual Nutcracker.
a dancer, I believe that the most rewarding part about performing in the Nutcracker is really just seeing the joy on the audience's face and being able to portray the joy of the holiday season and Christmas and everything that Christmas stands for. We get to see on children and people's faces when we perform, and it is really the most rewarding experience.
As you can see, to put on a show like the Nutcracker, it takes a lot more than just a few tutus and glitter. During the teen years, a young person's peers are the most influential group. As parents begin to lose the influence they once had, and teenagers navigate a new world of finding their identity and figuring out the roles that they play, sadly, teenagers who choose the wrong group of friends can sometimes find themselves getting into a lot of trouble.
Yo, what's up, bro?
D was a high school senior. He had dreams to go to college and had plenty of friends and family to support him.
No, man. How you doing? I got some for you, bro.
Jonathan was a high school dropout. He attended the same party that D did that night, and peer pressured him into doing things that he vowed he would never do.
Bro, I can't drink alcohol. I gotta drive my friend home and I got sports.
I'm telling you, it's fine.
Bro, I got my scholarship, man. I can't.
Bro. I'm telling you. It's good.
I don't know if I
You
should.
gotta party, bro. You only live once, man. Come on.
Yeah, you right, I guess.
Take it. Nah, that's what's up, bro. That was a good one. I'm gonna catch you.
Good job, bro.
Dude, that party, bro? That was crazy. That was insane.
Justin was D's best friend. He had plans to pursue boxing and business after high school. Little did they know what was about to happen.
Bro.
Yo, hi.
Yo, you alright?
I just had like one drink, bro, but I can try.
One drink? Yeah,
I can try.
one drink ain't that bad. Yeah, start the car, bro. We out. Yeah, we out. Alright. You sure you're good, bro?
Yeah.
Yo, you're going out. Yo.
Justin and Dee would end up passing away from this accident and also taking the life of an innocent family as well. Next time you peer pressure somebody, know the consequences.
Thank you, Dragon TV reporters Dee and Justin, for raising awareness about an important issue. Think twice about who you associate with. It could be the difference between life and death.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
New Year's resolutions are known around the world as a promise to do something differently in the new year. The ancient Babylonians are said to have been the first people to make New Year's resolutions some 4,000 years ago. They were also the first to hold recorded celebrations in honor of the new year. Despite the tradition's religious roots, New Year's resolutions today are mostly a secular practice. Instead of making promises to the gods, most people make resolutions only to themselves and focus purely on self-improvement. Every year as the clock nears midnight on December 31st, the eyes of the world turn to the once more dazzling lights and bustling energy of Times Square. Anticipation runs high. Countless people watch Times Square, nationwide and throughout the world, and are united in bidding collective farewell to the departing year and expressing joy and hope for the year ahead.
My New Year's resolution is going to be healthier.
To focus on myself and not others.
My New Year's resolution for this year is to stop procrastinating, have better grades, focus on myself, and be happy.
My New Year's resolution for this year is to pass junior year and focus on education.
I want to start to work out too.
My New Year's resolution is to go to the gym more and get more fit. Basically.
Focus on yourself and do what you have to do to be where you want to be.
some great resolutions. I'll remember them for next year. After a crazy year and a half, school sports are somewhat back to normal, as teams work to bring students together and welcome spectators once again. In this segment of Dragon TV, our very own Hansel Ortiz hit the mat and asked some CCHS varsity wrestlers what they think of the new season.
Back in 2020, the world froze during COVID. During this time, everything stopped, including sports. During the spring, all sports were non-playable, making many athletes wondering what are they going to do. Now that sports are somewhat back to normal, what are some things that were better than the 2020 season? For example, the sports were back, but the seasons were short. Also, the wrestling season was only 2 weeks long. This made the schedule jam-packed, having back-to-back matches in less than 2 weeks. What did the athletes and coaches think during this time?
Alright, who are we here with? AJ. Alright, AJ, I have one question for you. How do you feel wrestling a 2-week season last year?
I'm happy that we got to wrestle, but it's just like in the past. And I wish it could be longer, but I'm happy that we were able to do it.
Alright, thank you so much, AJ. Alright, what is your name?
Tyler Reed.
Okay, Tyler, the question is, how do you feel wrestling a 2-week season last year?
I was grateful for it because there was a lot of time where I didn't think we'd have any wrestling. But yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Alright, thank you so much, Tyler. What is your name?
Shane Babcock.
Alright, Shane, how do you feel wrestling a 2-week season last year?
It felt a lot longer than 2 weeks because it's tough practices, 4 matches right in a row. I got pinned 4 times. But, wrestling was fun.
Alright, thank you so much, Shane.
Alright, guys, I'm here with Nick Valenzano, Cornwall Wrestling Varsity Captain. Nick, I'm going to pass you the mic real quick.
Thank you.
Alright, Nick, first question, how do you feel wrestling a 2-week season last year?
Having a 2-week season last year was definitely a little disappointing, but I think we definitely made the best of it. We were going every day as hard as we can, trying to be the best wrestlers we could be. We had some great matches last year, a great team. Just disappointing. I wish we could have gone further with it. But having this season now is the best thing that could happen. I mean, we've got a full season this year, and we've got a lot to look forward to. We're pretty early right now, but we're looking pretty good so far. So I'm definitely very excited for going forward, and I think we'll do what we can,
All right, next question. How do you feel wrestling
Definitely exciting. I mean, my first year wrestling was my sophomore year. I remember this tournament very vividly. It was one of my best experiences wrestling. Seeing all the Cornwall alumni, having your friends come to watch, having faculty members come, and just your whole family being there to support you. It's definitely a great feeling. Being in your own home, I know we gotta defend it. We're gonna be the best wrestlers we can be today. Gotta defend our territory. That's just how it goes. I mean, I'm very excited today. It's looking pretty good. We got some great teams here today. It's going to be a good day of wrestling.
I'm here with Gavin first, Cornwall Wrestler, Varsity 215. Here you go, Gavin. Use the mic.
Yeah.
Gavin, how do you feel wrestling a 2-week season last year?
I didn't get much matches. I got quarantined at the end there, so, it wasn't very fun. We got a lot of matches in the short amount of time we did, so, I thought we did the best we could,
All right, Gavin, next question. How do you feel coming back to the Dragon Duels in 2 years?
We got a win last time, so I expect nothing less than another win this time. I expect to go 4-0 today. I think we're going to have a great tournament, everybody.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. First.
No problem.
Wow, what an amazing crew of young athletes. They seem very optimistic and excited about this new season. This just shows how sports have the ability to motivate and keep athletes in high spirits. Have you caught yourself listening to Taylor Swift lately? Grabbing the tissues and singing at the top of your lungs in your bedroom or in your car? In this segment, Dragon TV reporter and self-proclaimed Swiftie, Lillian Stevenson, will be filling us in on Swift's re-recordings of her old hits and tunes and why she felt compelled to take on this project.
Hey CCHS, I'm Lillian Stevenson. I'm going to be telling you a little bit about Taylor Swift's new recordings and everything that's been going on in her life the past few months. As some of you may know, she's re-recording her old music, and so far she has Fearless Taylor's version and Red Taylor's version. Sit back and enjoy as I tell you a little bit about what's going on and what's to come in the future.
America's well-renowned sweetheart Taylor Swift has floored the world with her astonishing music over the past decade. From selling at arenas and stadiums with screaming fans and Swifties, including myself, I am proud to say that I have been a fan since the beginning. I've seen all the ups and downs and everything she's been through and everything that she's accomplished. And now I'm going to tell you a little bit about what you may not know about her. Back in 2018, when Taylor left Big Machine Records to switch to Universal Music Group, her music was sold to music manager Scooter Braun, meaning he had say, and if anyone wanted to license Taylor's old songs, he would get all the licensing fees. Taylor called him and Scott Bruschetta, her old manager, out on this problem on social media, describing it as her worst-case scenario.
Now, could you re-record?
Oh, yeah.
Might you do that?
Oh, yeah.
That's a plan?
Yeah, absolutely. One thing about this album that's really special to me is that it's the first one that I will own of my work. There was something that happened years ago where I made it very clear that I wanted to be able to buy my music. That opportunity was not given to me, and it was sold to somebody else. And so I just figured I was the one who made this music first. I can just make it again.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
Just a few weeks ago, on November 12th, 2021, Taylor re-released her version of Red Taylor's version. Along with this beautiful and heart-wrenching album, she released the 10-minute long-awaited version of All Too Well that fans have been waiting for over a decade. She also released a short film starring Sadie Sink and Dylan O'Brien, portraying the heartbreaking love story that the song demonstrates. All Too Well has broken the record for the longest length song to take the top spot on Billboard Hot 100 charts. It previously was held by Don McLean with a length time of 8 minutes and 37 seconds for American Pie. However, the re-release of All Too Well clocks in at over 10 minutes. The albums Taylor currently owns are Lover, Folklore, and Evermore. Now including these one-of-a-kind masterpieces, she now owns Red Taylor's version and Fearless Taylor's version. She has 4 more to re-record, such as her debut album Taylor Swift, her album Speak Now, 1989, and Reputation. She has always held astonishing records. However, with all these obstacles she has overcome the past few years, she's coming back stronger than a 90s trend.
I can't even believe this, and this is definitely the highlight of my senior year.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to remember that segment all too well. Thank you so much, Lil, for filling us in about Taylor and her re-recordings, and for giving me something to sing about. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Dragon TV. We have so much news and stories to share in the very near future. Remember that everything that happens today is tomorrow's news.